Today, I'm going to be showing you guys why you need to use BetUnfair to get more volume down and become a sharper EV bettor. Okay, so right here we have USA versus Paraguay, -1 corners handicap. So it's a Pinnacle alert, which obviously means Pinnacle changed their odds. They dropped them. And I'm going to go to a soft book Bovada, very soft book. And I'm going to try and find this line, -1, and see if I can get some value on it. So I actually found it for -0.5 on Bovada. But if I actually go back to BetUnfair, there's actually a one more alert you see in the bottom right. And then also this is a very high limit bet for this market. So I'm pretty confident in this line. So you could also see drop down. You also have -0.5 handicap for Team USA corners. So I think I'm going to do, it's not the best EV percentage. So I think I'm going to do 50%. I'm not getting crazy EV or anything like that. But the name of the game's volume, obviously, in EV betting. So I'm going to take it. I'm not going to overexpose myself on a 1%er, but I think I'm going to beat CLV on this. So yeah, so high limits, 3,000, a significant drop. I think this is valid to place. So I'm going to place it. And as you guys can see here, this is another example of all the alternate lines and just lines in general for specific markets. So every alert, if there's alternate lines, that Pinnacle or whatever alert book you're using, it will show all those lines, because obviously if one line is going to shift in a market, all the lines are going to shift in the market. So yeah, I'm going to log this bet for $50 right here. You just go to the green symbol on the right and you know, $50 -170. You see I got 0.96% EV, not the best EV, but it's EV. And I think I'm going to beat CLV with this. So right here, I was actually able to get a WNBA prop down. It was a FanDuel alert. So obviously FanDuel is very sharp on player props. So I went to Prop Builder on Bet Online, and I got $30 down on this bet. Not going to place too much on this bet, not trying to get anything limited. So yeah, it was a good bet, really good EV. Show you guys in a second how I logged it and the EV percentage I got on it. So I got the bet at -170, $30 on it. It was 8% EV, very good value. We're gonna log that. That's gonna beat CLV for sure. So yeah, very good alert. We got FanDuel alert, player props. FanDuel very sharp on player props. That's why I took this bet. So yeah, but what I want to show you guys next is the filters BetUnfair allows or provides. So you guys can customize your alerts, customize your edge. So if you have a specific edge that you know exists, you could get alerts. You could fine tune your alerts to get that edge. So there's 11 different bookmakers. All of them are sharp in different ways on different markets. So you got 11 different bookmakers. You get a lot of alerts. There's markets, periods, all the markets you need, all the periods you need. There's minimum draw percentage, max time between odds, max time before match starts, odd range, limit change, everything you guys need. And you could even get rid of leagues if you don't want to get spammed with unnecessary alerts. So yeah, there's everything you need to customize your alerts and your edge and make it the most efficient as possible for you. So now that we're done taking a few bets, I wanted to show you guys the BetUnfair tracker and why it's so different and useful than other trackers out there. So at the top, we have our core analytics. We have how many bets we have placed/settled. We have our win rate percentage, our ROI percentage, our average EV/CLV percentage, our turnover, and our yield percentage. All these tools are very useful, and honestly, a lot of bet trackers out there don't even have these core analytics. So now that we're done with the core analytics, I'd like to move on to the bet timing section. So how is this tool useful? So this tool is useful because you can actually find specific times of the day to find value with these alerts. So say you're early in the morning and you're on BetUnfair and you're looking at the alerts and you notice you're getting a lot better value earlier in the day. This tool will reinforce that. So you could really formulate a strategy around timing. So the profit by odds range section allows you to see where you're most profitable in certain odds ranges. So say you're most profitable in +150 to +200. This tool will show that, and you can use that information to either scale in certain odd ranges, scale back in certain odd ranges that you're not as profitable. It allows you to scale your bets confidently. And I'd say that along with bet timing and profit by odds range, they really give you the confidence to scale your bets. So the performance analyst section is very interesting. The analyst is done by Monte Carlo simulation.
So it will take your bet and it will, scan it across 1,000 different outcomes and predict where the fair value actually lies at. So you can actually see where your profit and loss should be at, whether you're on a hot streak or whether you're on a cold streak or whether you're right where you should be at. So this really gives you the confidence to scale. And honestly, not a lot of other bet trackers will reinforce that confidence as well as um, this tracker does. And it also allows you to really formulate a strategy and treat it like you're a professional bettor. So if you're wondering how professional bettors are so profitable, what tools they use, how they get so much volume down, well, they're right in front of you. If you want to bet like a professional, bet unfair.